meet me in the 7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Diffindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
After class? Transformation, okay. Okay, another.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Hello again. I've got spectacular news. The broom upgrade's ready. Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beast's class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in mid-air. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
I pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
We need to talk.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
The Grey Lady.
Exploding charm. Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth.
Revelio.
After class.
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
It's time
Lumos.
Transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful, field guide, Attend my class and learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Incendiary.
We died from your friend.
Incendio.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
You must try it.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the Golden Snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
I fucking know. The golden... Oh.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Oh, the Dusty Hollow and the Hogwarts. Which one is it? What about this?
Horcruxes?
No. The answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false.
Oh, fuck
While Polyjuice
you.
Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The International Confederation of Wizards.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was... The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Ukrainian Ironbelly.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer...
I'm tired. Get me off this person.
Aletha.
I'm so bad at this shit.
The stunning spell.
Actually, the answer was the only known survivor. Who published the law of elemental...
Gap.
That's it! One of the principal exceptions to... What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No. The answer was, never take... In Latin, the Hogwarts... Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Runespore.
That's right! According to Parselmouths, each of the Runespore's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
The Amazon rainforest.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located on Mount Grey. The American school. What is the most powerful love potion known?
Elixir to induce euphoria.
Incorrect. The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive. Such as dusty book covers, or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round?
No.
They're my most difficult questions.
I don't have time for another quiz.
That's fine. Come and find me if you'd like to try later. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio to make quick work of this.
Well, are you ready?
I don't have time for another quiz.
That's fine.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration. Revelio!
Hey man, I'm off this shit.
Revelio.
I haven't been called Puffskein Dunking once since you brought me that venomous tentacular leaf. I think I am actually braver.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Yes, the transformation spell. But first, I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks which will help you to complete your field guide. Attend my transfiguration class once you've done them, and we can begin the lesson.
Oh, she's a t-shirt, huh? Interesting. Oh.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Oh, I wish there was more spell on this thing. I like the spells.
Beautifully done.
Spellmaster, huh? Wait, does that mean how every single spell? Nope. Just need a curse.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm not certain I needed all the extra assignments.
And I'm certain you would not have been as successful without them. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I was, intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Ah. Challenge accepted. Okay, what's that? Oh, I continue. Oh.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook?
I remember our meet mentioning something about...
Interesting. Mr. Basham with the Overlook. Speak with Patrick. Ah, interesting.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Okay, let me do. Wait, you're my point. I want to level up girls so much.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Glad you came.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterfly.
Fuck off.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
I overheard some students talking about Professor Roland's fishing gate. Sounds very clever. Charming man, Roland. Wish I'd had him when I was at Hogwarts.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world. Aidan was bringing the box. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do. My love.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Wonder who lives here. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark. Knowing the meat he's like...
If there's any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
Some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Incendio! Incendio! Bombardo! This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
Fine now, demi-guys. Revelio! Alohomora. Revelio.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Revelio.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood played a hand in his disappearance. Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you.
Sirona also meant...
Indeed, he was hoping to go. Aidan took it. The cavern is...
Thank... Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned. This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Hawk Lumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find... Better have a look around. See about the Hawk Lumps and the Hawk Lumps. That's all the Hawk Lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio.
Bombarda.
Incendio. 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 Revelio. Either I'll have to fight the troll. Revelio. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad. Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterfly.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your... I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I'm glad.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping. And for returning.
Seems a pleasant enough little place. Revelio. Mine now, Demi guys.
An intruder!
Revelio. Revelio. Rest easy, my large friend. Revelio. I wonder who lives here. Nice to see you again.
Nice to...
What do you have?
What are we in the market for today? Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Revelio. Mysterious and a bit unsettling.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned?
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready.
Perfect.
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominis would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet. At least now we know we're not alone here. Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening the more justified. This room is taller than it looks.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant. We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight. Watch your step.
Revelio.
I nearly slipped there.
Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Accio.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Revelio. I need to find a safe way across. Revelio. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Revelio.
Levioso.
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through.
Revelio. Incendio. Reparo.
Revelio. Arresto momentum. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your...
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Imperial. Incendio. A mess. Inception dramatic, isn't it? Accio.
This catacomb is just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Incendio. Accio.
Revelio.
This should be a sin.
How gracious of you.
I tried.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Accio.
That worked. Keep going. This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Accio.
Appears some of these stone tablets have two
Wingardium Leviosa.
That has to mean something.
Accio.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced.
Revelios.
For a moment, I could never end. Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Revelio. Accio. Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the Dark Arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio! Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know. Not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
We've always looked out for each other, Ominous and I. I hope he knows that hasn't changed. How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this
No hay
right.
comida para
She thinks
comentar.
like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Ah. ¿Qué pollo? ¿De qué horneado?
No, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there,
A
by the
ver,
hamlet.
pero la yuca, mami, tú lo sabes hornear como así, blandita, blandita.
They're under attack.
¿Cuándo se pone?
Let's hurry.
No, yo quiero como yuca, pero blandita. A ver. Gracias. Hola, no, vamos a hacerlo yo. Yo tengo tiempo, tú.
Not quite. You are but... Are you quite finished? Bobado. Was that your best? Defender. Incendio. I won't.
Win here.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperius curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Revelio.
can't imagine how inconvenient.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organising her prized possessions. A box of artifacts she collected to do with our family. Jewellery, cards, old photographs. She got to her favourites, a handmade crest. And without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster when he needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I have news.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
And I suppose I'll finally rest easy tonight. About time one of the ships in the hat. I've never heard the name Feldcroft again. Next thing you know, it's unforgivable curses. Come now.
Not much of the dark arts that frightens me.
My advice when dealing with untoward matters is in for a canut, in for a galleon.
Don't ever want to find yourself in the pockets of one of those.
Chips in the hat.
House elves are wizardkind's best friend.
New instruments are expensive, you know. Come now, don't be stingy.
The tales of Beetle the Bard still ring true today.
Those that go to Azkaban never had a chance in the first place. My first employment was at Handjobs. I'd stopped where I was. Indispensable. I'd be set for life.
stingy. New instruments are expensive, you know. I could use some gold. Tips in the hat, please. American art, the single, the galleon. New instruments are expensive, you know. I could use new instruments. Come down, don't be stingy. Tips in the hat. New instruments are I could use some Come down, don't be stingy. Tips in the hat. Very enough. New instruments are expensive. I could use some gold. Tips in the hat, please. New instruments are expensive.
Chips in the hat, if you please. New instruments are expensive, Come now, don't be stingy. Spare a nut, a single, a galleon. I could use some gold. Chips in the hat, if you please. New instruments are expensive, you know. Come now, don't be stingy. Spare a nut, a single, a galleon. I could use some gold. New instruments are expensive, you know. Come now, don't be stingy. Chips in the hat, please. I could use some gold. New instruments are expensive, you know. Spare a nut, a single, a galleon. Come now, don't be stingy. I could use some gold. Chips in the hat. Spare a nut, a single, a galleon. I could use some gold. Come now, don't be stingy. New instruments are expensive, you know. Chips in the hat, if you please. I could use some gold. Come now, don't be stingy. Spare a nut, a single, a galleon. New instruments are expensive, you know. I could use
New instruments are expensive, you know.
Godric Gryffindor was the greatest student in history.
Tips in the hat, if you please. I could use some gold. Fair enough. The sickle, medallion. Come now, don't be stingy. Tips in the hat, please. New instruments are expensive. Come now. Tips in the hat, if you please. I could use some gold. New instruments are expensive. Come now, don't be stingy. Tips in the hat. I could use new instruments are expensive, you know. Don't be stingy. Tips in the hat, if you please. New instruments are expensive, you know. I could use some gold. Come now, don't be stingy. Fair enough. The sickle, medallion.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't... the other dragons.
Revelio. For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do. I wonder how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Reparo.
Fantastic.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking. From a distance. I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
What's your step? Oh, lucky for us.
I'm starved to pick off a graphorn.
Or just raring.
Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest. Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that. If we can get that, she's leaving! Quickly! There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Repairer.
If we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much mess. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
I was hoping to look around for a moment, if you don't mind. Take it all in.
I suppose we could catch our breath. I'm ready whenever you are.
I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in.
No. I think I'm ready to leave if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Horntail Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Hello there.
Hello, Almeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just...
Revelio. Thank you.
Another adventure, are we?
$75 l'ha pagato, ma... Bueno, mam. Fue más malo. 20, 30 pesos. 10 pesos. Este 13. 13 pesos. Mhm. Mhm. 18. Mhm. Esto no es malo. Eso no es malo. ¿Lo puedo abrir yo? A ver. Un poco más caro.
¿Un poquito más caro?
Sí, como en 60. 60. Mhm. Eso. Dámoslo. Sí.
¿Es más caro?
Mhm. Hay otro. Sí. Sí. No me gustó tanto porque es demasiado puro. Esa vaina me pone mal, vamos. Pero bueno, bueno. Vente. Pues. 20. Barato. Eso. 20 pesos.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
No lo puedo encontrar. No lo puedo encontrar. No, eso no lo puedo encontrar. No lo puedo encontrar. No sé, no lo puedo encontrar. No es muy conocido, eso es malo. No es muy conocido, eso es malo.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no...
A mí, eso no va en español, a mi inglés. ¿Tú no entiendes que es una palabra en inglés?
¿Qué dice?
¿Qué sé yo?
Yo veo cuando busco ese perfume. ¿Dónde? ¿Para qué tú quieres que busque? A ver cuánto cuesta. No, ¿qué palabra que tú dices? Esto dice perfume.
Interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation
No,
when
se
it comes
aparece.
to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Ay, no. Por favor, mami, sale una cosita. A mí no. Ay.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not
No
the
me gusta
issue.
lo
I-
No me gusta lo así. 4 pesos o 20 el dedito. Tú dices 20 o 4. 20. Ese doble es bueno como para regalarlo, sí.
Ellie recognized that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot
Need to
join
comprar
you in
uno
the
para mí.
mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us. Revelio. Revelio.
No te la tarjeta esa,
Really
mami,
prepare
de
one
la
for
cupa.
reality. A real
La tarjeta
goblin
esa de
mine.
Houston.
It's even grander than
A
I had
leerlo.
expected. I
¿No
cannot
sabes?
believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this. Accio seems to be something else altogether.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
I've been fighting since before
That's the lot. That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Being watched by a door.
Incendio! I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be a schematic. They're building something.
Yo, what's up? Flame. Yeah. Fuck you. Huh? What do you mean it's not practice? Why? I said to see Amara that I was not gonna go because I was David Beast today. I was late. Really? Because I'm not going. What the fuck? But yeah, I have a date later. And buy you later. I might not go to my house until like 9 or 10, bro. So I said, you know what, pussy shit, I'm right here, bro. What's wrong with you? Yo, well, how far you are into the like, story? I mean, I just got that like 20 minutes ago. Huh? 26? 21. You're not doing this like side quests or nothing, basically. The fuck you mean you can't do side quests? That's like you don't. This guy, you can't play solo games at all. bet you skimmed the dialogue. Of course. I knew it, bro. Motherfucking not having fun. He's doing the quest, like not even knowing the story. Just be killing shit, bro. You're not doing this shit again, bro. When you finish it, you're not doing this shit again. Huh?
Quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. Revelio.
How nice of you to stop by.
Incendio.
I won't rest. Dead.
Incendio. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. Revelio.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. There must be more notes around here. Instantly. I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. Revelio. It must. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Send it. Tangle what we need right now.
Bombarda! I'm ripping it down! This is sad.
Incendio! Incendio!
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodcock what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing the steps.
My breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look! The lift!
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl,